this list was inspired by the Mount Vernon Kid's list of his top 50 favorite video game characters. And I thought that'd be fun to do myself. This is still uh, World Women's Month, for a couple more days. And I'll be honest, he omitted a lot of my personal favorites. As such, you won't see a lot of what you see on his list because either I didn't play those games or I didn't like those games. Like, for instance, Chun Li would not be on this list because I'm not a Street Fighter fan. Tried it, wasn't my thing. Alright, on to my list. This is my list, my top 40 is list of my favorite video game characters of all time. Okay. Number 40 is Bayonetta. I played I played Bayonetta for a good bit. Uh, I didn't beat it or anything, but I played it for a good bit, and I learned that she is so sexy, and she knows it, and she owns it, and I like those high heel gun things she wears, and and it's nice to know I'm not the only one who looks good in glasses. Like she's also among my favorite witches. With Sabrina, and the Tron was the original Tron ones. Like this game was so much fun to play. To my surprise, because I don't usually play these type of games, but she kept me interested, to say the least. All right, number 39 is I put these two together. I mean, they're mother and daughter, so why not? Number 39, Zoey and Marguerite Baker. Okay, from Resident Evil. More specifically, Resident Evil 7, which I've recently just completed. Um, Zoey is basically the voice of the game, and I know a lot of people, including myself, didn't really trust her because her family's fucking crazy. Like they're trying to kill you. Why should I trust you? But you know, turns out she really was one of the good guys, and then I straight chose her over whoever you're supposed to go over to Mia. Like fuck Mia. No. This brings us to Marguerite, her mother, her crazy ass, scary ass mother. Oh my goodness. Bad enough when you gotta hide from her for like the first time, I think the second time. When you finally gotta fight her, I've never seen anything like it. I, I never fought a boss where the objective was to was to shoot her vagina. Like her vagina is one of the weirdest things I've seen like ever. It's essentially a beehive. Okay, because she controls bugs. She makes bugs. She lays beehives. If you let her, she creates these bugs that are a pain in the ass. It's the craziest shit, and I love it. It's crazy. Speaking of bug stuff, this goes right into number 38. Devorah from Mortal Kombat. She's one of the newer characters, and generally it's been mixed. I love Devorah. I like her bug stuff. Much like Marguerite. I like the bug tentacle thing she uses sometimes. I like overall look as well. You know, like she's not like the other women in this franchise who, let's face it, were almost naked at one point. Like Devorah's not like that at all. Yet she's still somehow sexy, somehow. All right, 37. Sung Mina from the Soul series. All right, I like Sung Mina because whenever I play a Soul Calibur game with my brothers, they gotta pick Killick, and they're too good with Killick, especially if they got that super long stick. Like fuck Killick and his stick, all his sticks, especially that long one. And the only way I can stand a chance against my brothers is if I pick Sung Mina, okay? Because she has a stick too. Only hers is sharp, okay? And that's why I like Sung Mina. That's why I grew to like her because he's the only way to beat those two if they pick him. So, number 36. Sticking with fighting games, Zafina from Tekken. I love the way she moves, her unique fighting style. Like, I was going to put Christy on here. But Christy, she has Eddie's fighting style, his and Tiger's, and there's somebody else now with Eddie's fighting style. Sung Mina has her own fighting style. Like there's the Mishima fighting style for Kazuya. No, Safina has her own, and she moves ever so, I don't know, eloquently, that's sexually, but not sexually. You know what I mean? Like, and plus her voice as well. It's perfect. It's a perfect combination of the perfect fighter once you master her, which is not that hard to do. Um, really do love Zafina. Plus, she has the whole like, she linked to I believe Azrael, I believe. So that too. All right, number 35, Coco from Crash Bandicoot. I want to start by saying, fuck Coco, okay? Because I'm playing Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, and she's really my only main trouble, okay? So I was me and her fighting for first, wherever we are, no matter the track, or how many turns, I was me and her, and she talks shit too. It's like, you just whoop my ass, you gotta cuss me out, like, come on, they talk, no. But I like Coco in the other games, though. She's the one who's really, you can argue, is really kind of doing the work with Crash, building all that stuff he uses and everything. They help you figure out how to beat these bosses. Like she's the one, she's got the backbone behind the Crash Bandicoot games. So, and there have been times we had to play as her, like in Crash Bandicoot 3. So that's pretty cool too. I like Coco, just not in Crash Team Racing. My goodness. Uh, number 34, Karen Daniels from Grand Theft Auto. More specifically, Grand Theft Auto 4, 5, and apparently online. Yeah, Karen Daniels is Nico's ex-girlfriend, the one girlfriend I actually liked from that game. Really, the one reason I played that game. Because let's face it, Grand Theft Auto 4, not Rockstar's best at all. Not the best in the series, not even close. Karen, on the other hand, was worth playing. I just like, their cutscenes and her and Nico. I really thought I was going to go somewhere, but then when you played the game, you know what happens. Yeah, she shows back up in 5 as, well, the plot twist, you know what she is. She's in one of those ever controversial torture scenes. And then she's in online, which I don't play Grand Theft Auto online. Apparently, she's a big part of that. I don't know. But I like her in 4. That's why she's on this list. Because she tricked us all, didn't she? She was, she had us thinking she was a good character, but really, I mean, she still kind of is, but she lied, essentially. I won't spoil it. Number 33, probably one of the more recent entries on this list. If not the most recent entry on this list. Carr from Detroit Become Human. I know a lot of people like Connor or even Marcus. I just love Carr as my favorite character in the whole game. I like her story. It's hands down the most engaging. It kept me playing, most gripping. And if you get the wrong ending, the most heartbreaking. Um, I know Detroit could become human. It's not anything new per se, but I really did enjoy her story. She was, to borrow a line from Star Trek 2, the most human of the other protagonists, I'll say. Uh, Number 32, oh yeah, Claire Redfield from Resident Evil. More specifically, Code Veronica, Revelations 2, Code Veronica X. She's in a lot of them. Uh, Even in some of the movies, as played by Ali Lauder, which is cool. Clear Rivers from Final Destinations playing Claire Redfield. That's awesome. But in the video games, she is voiced by one of my long-time crushes from when I was a kid, Lunette from Big Cuffy Couch, and also Jubilee from the '90s X-Men, Allison Court. Or at least she was voiced by Allison Court, but then I don't know, behind the scenes stuff happened, and somebody else is playing her now, and she's doing an okay job. But Allison Court, that's my Claire Redfield, and she is the sister of Chris Redfield, who needs no introduction. She's not as strong, or let's face it, unrealistically strong as her brother, but she's still just as much a badass, if not more. Okay. Uh, in fact, didn't we have to rescue Chris in Code Veronica X? Yeah, yeah, we did. So yeah, and I like how we went from just Chris's sister in Code Veronica X to like the veteran who's seen some shit in Revelations 2. Like, such good development there, man. She became her own character, not just Chris's sister. Uh, Number 31. Alright, I'll combine these two because, once again, mother and daughter, Julia and Michelle Chang. Well, I'll just get this mixed up. See if I get it right. Michelle adopted Julia, right? And they're both Indian, like Native American Indian or something. Like, yeah, I like these two, regardless. More Julia, but I like Michelle too. Like, it took a minute to like Julia. Not till like Tekken 4. She came back with the glasses and the power suit. I'm like, who is this? I'm like, Julia. Julia? Oh, okay. He's a badass. I didn't even know. Uh, these are two of my favorite characters in Tekken. But I rank them this high. I rank them this high because they're not my favorite female characters in Tekken. Like, their relationship is among the most healthy in this whole franchise, which is saying a lot. Not the other parents and children in this franchise. Number 30, going back to Grand Theft Auto, it's Misty from Grand Theft Auto, more specifically Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Advance. I put Misty on here because she is basically the mascot for GTA 3. Like, you boot it up, she's like the first picture you see. Like, I had that poster with her, the gun. Like, Misty was the reason I played Grand Theft Auto 3. I didn't even know it because I'm trying to find that girl in the poster. And because Misty looks nothing like that in the game. In the poster, she's wearing all white and stuff. Misty wears green, her hair is red. The poster, she's wearing white, and her hair is kind of brown still. And Misty, despite not being a big part of the game, she's one of the more important parts of the game. And she might just be Grand Theft Auto's first gay character, or bi, like first character on the rainbow. Because I believe her and Asuka, like they're a thing when you get to Staten Island or Suicideville. No, Staten Island. Staten Island. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like they're a thing. So, and this is like 2001. So post Ellen, but still pretty progressive, pretty awesome. Number 29. Like I said, you ain't gonna see Chun Li, but you will see Xiao Yu from Tekken. Her kicks are just as fast as Chun Li. Her legs might not be as big or as powerful, but she gets it done. She's quick. She's brutal. She's extremely nice. Best friend of Din Kazama. And I frankly don't like her pet panda bear because uh, she just sucks. That's why she's not on my list. That panda bear. Like Kuma just wanted to hang out. That's all. Let him hang out. Anyway, well yeah, I like Xiao. She's been around a while in this franchise. She's one of the more well-known characters. One of my favorite characters to pick. You know. Number 28. Back in Resident Evil, it's Sherry Birkin. Okay. I put her on this list because when we first meet Sherry Birkin in Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 2 Remake, whichever, she is just a child he's supposed to rescue and keep safe. But when she comes back in Resident Evil 6, she's fully grown and fighting alongside Leon and Chris and fighting against Ada or in Ada, taking on these giant monsters, and she's a total badass in Resident Evil 6, just trying to live up to Leon and Claire. I think that's incredibly awesome, and it's such a great development, man. Like, they should do that with Ashley, you know. You have to keep her safe and carry her around. Bring her back as a badass. Ashley's not on my list. Don't worry about that. Number 27. Teresa Le Pen from Syphon Filter. Now, when I talk about Syphon Filter, a lot of people say, "Oh, they copied Metal Gear." No, similarities, but they didn't copy them. Teresa instantly became one of my favorite characters because she is not only strong and smart, She's also kind of reckless. And because of that recklessness, she became the Kenny. Started with Syphon Filter 2. She became the Kenny of this franchise. Like, I remember the first time I saw Syphon Filter 2, I'm like, wait, did that just happen? What? And I played 3, I'm like, wait, what? What? Okay, then they do it again, and I'm like, okay. But beyond her repeated Kennyisms, she's actually a pretty good character. She typically follows her own path. Not even Logan can really tell her what to do, which in the end is always the right thing. Number 26, Piper Wright from Fallout. Ah, yeah, Piper Wright, voiced by Courtney Ford. She's the charismatic, I think funny, newspaper writer that can be one of your companions and love interest. And I think Courtney Ford did a great job. Like, she's charismatic herself. If you watch Legends of Tomorrow, she's fully charismatic herself, and she plays Piper so well. And Piper became my favorite companion, really. So yeah. Number 25 is Rachel Amber from Life is Strange. More specifically from Life is Strange Before the Storm, because in the first game she's an unseen character, but she's still a major part of the game. In the second game, you get to know her. She has a voice, and you hang out with her and all that. And it's one of the few things that I could say makes the fact that the second game's a prequel a good thing, because you know what her fate is. So you hang out with this awesome kind of goth, badass, smartass, in trouble kind of girl, and you're like, oh damn, that was so much fun, but I know where it goes. And she's really the reason that of character on this list you'll see later becomes who they are and the way they are. Number 24, Sindel from Mortal Kombat. This is interesting because I used to not even like Sindel. At least not until the movie came out. I know, I know. Damn, I know. I didn't say I liked her in the movie. No, the actress maybe, but her, no. I thought, okay, they got me. She looks like Sindel. Maybe I'll give Sindel another chance, and I did, and I really grew to like her. She became one of my favorite characters to play as. She is the mother of Katana, former wife of Shao Kahn. And thanks to Willow Smith, I can't play as Sindel without hearing that stupid song. Number 23, June Kazama slash Unknown. Now, I did the slash Unknown because June Kazama is treated as this kind of this uh what's the word? What's the word? Like she's treated like a princess, like she's gonna break any second by her son, Jen Kazama. She's treated like she's not the strong, badass, fully capable fighter, which she is. But she's treated like she's the opposite, which I was get a kick out of because then she starts fighting. It's like, what was that? Like, yeah, she can whoop ass. And then I like that they confirmed that she is in fact unknown, which we knew from that first game way back, well, from Tekken Tag back in the day. And that just made her even better because she is a part of that family and she has her own demon that's not their demon. She has the wolf demon. But she was already capable before that, but that makes her even better. One of the hardest characters to beat, in my opinion. Number 22, Bella Goth from The Sims. Yes, The Sims is just a life simulator game, but there is a story somewhere in there. And Bella Goth is at the center of it. It is the weirdest, craziest story ever. Like alien invasion, possibly kidnapping, possibly murder. It's all Bella Goth, who's one of the more, if not the most well-known sim in the whole franchise, one of the most important sims in the franchise. Yes, she has a rich husband and some children and her two children, but she's her own woman. Make no mistake about it. And she does her own thing. Number 21, Taki from the Soul series. I've been a fan of Taki since the first game. Mine was called Soul Blade. I know it was three games: Soul Blade, Soul Edge, and Soul Calibur. Mine was Soul Blade, and instantly I like Taki. I won't lie. There were two big reasons why I like Taki. But she's more than that. She's much more than that. That's why she's on the list. She is one of the better characters of the whole franchise, really. And I know recently she trained somebody else to take her place. I didn't play that game. I'm not playing the newer ones because I'm boycotting them until they put back in team fighting. Give me a team match. Come on. How hard can that be on this kind of software? Uh, Number 20. Sticking with fighting games, Orchid from Killer Instinct. Orchid is an assassin in Killer Instinct who eventually comes to the good side reluctantly, I believe. Like, it's been a minute since I played Killer Instinct. I didn't play the more recent one because I'm not an Xbox guy. Okay, so I'm going by Killer Instinct, like the older ones, like 1, 2, Gold. Um, I remember one of her, I'll call it a fatality. They call it something else. I don't remember what it is. Her fatality is she flashes her opponent until their eyes through the text everything and explode. I thought that's cool. Another fully capable badass. Yeah. Number 19. Cassandra from Dragon Age. I love her voice. That's both of the. I love her voice. She is at first kind of almost stuck up, almost. So you get to know her and all that, and you know you build that relationship, and eventually, she becomes a love interest for you, which is pretty cool. A straight love interest, but yeah. And she's one of the, and she's probably the most badass character in the game. Aside from one other who may or may not show up on this list. Like Cassandra was so badass, she got her own. She had a spin-off movie, so you know that. Yeah,